Alright fellas, so I'm going to show you how to build your own social media platform in just 5 easy steps. So there could be more steps based on what the features are that you want. So for now, the first thing you've got to do is make sure that the GitHub account. So go straight to github.com, and then if you already have an account, you can just directly sign in. Alright, so now that everything's done out of the way, you just have to log in. You also use your Google account if you want to. You can skip all the steps, choosing the username. I'm just going to show you how you can create the social platform of yours. So it's going to be using a template called known as LiaoTian. So if you go to this page over here, I'll also leave a link to this repository in this cookie. So you should be able to see some instructions in here. So the next step you need to do is make sure you fork it, or you just copy the link, go and create import a repository. You paste that link. You do a new thing like social platform. It can be public, it can be private based on what you want to do with it. For now, I'm just going with a private import. It should take a couple of seconds to a few minutes based on the complexity of the repository. Meanwhile, while that's being done, you have to go ahead to Vercel.com. That is where we are going to be hosting and managing an automatic conversion of your source code from Next.js into Vite, so that it becomes a static site. So you have to sign up, or you can just directly go to click on login and click on continue with GitHub. Now you just authorize it, so it's going to automatically take in the information from your GitHub. And this is very important because it will make things way easier if I have gotten the GitHub, the Vercel account set up. So continue with GitHub. If you still have not selected GitHub, it should be there automatically. The next thing you need to do is install it so you can easily import it. So you can either select all repositories under the selected ones. So you should see a list of all the repositories from your GitHub account here. Click on import. And right before you do anything else, you'd need some environment variables. Like these are the secret tokens, API keys that will be used to communicate between your database. So we just need these things that I've been highlighted here. I'll leave out more details about this later on. So for the third step, we need to go to Supabase. This will be all your database and backend will be stored for free. So you continue with GitHub and just give it any name you want. Continue with the password. And then select a region based on what will be the nearest one that is most suggested to you. For my case, since I'm in South Asia right now, this has been the Asia Pacific region. So now, what I have to do is click on Connect. And I click on Frameworks next to yes. And then you just select this, insert it in the URL, and the next one, you insert it in the NL key. So this variable right here is supposed to mean like, as of now, if it's true, it means that the feed will only collect posts from the people that you follow on the social platform. If it's set to false, then the feed will essentially be like a pop that gathering everyone's supposed to be like more chaotic. If you want more variations of it, then you should set it to false, so you can have a look to see like what kind of post everybody share. For the general API key, you have to go to Google Developer Console. That is new. How long are we accepting new? I don't know, that always something I don't expect. This is kind of optional because like all the effects that the gifts that we'll be sending. So for now, let's just leave it blank. And let's click on deploy. So we have the basis of our platform ready. So now we just have to wait for it to compile and be built. Before there shouldn't be any errors. If there are any, it'll show right here. As you can see so far, I do not have to code a single line yet. You don't need to be a programmer in order to know how to build your own social platforms, and this is exactly what the LiaoTian project was all about. So as you can see, we have a preview here. That's a great news. We go to the table editor. There are tables. So this means like the user account has been registered to Supabase, but not to your social platform's database. You don't have to worry about what this means. All you have to do is go to sign in providers, disable confirm email as it changes. So now we head back here and we have to initialize the database with all the necessary tables. So there is a specific file stored in Supabase, and you click on init it all. And you just copy the raw file. And then once you see copy, just go to the SQL editor, you paste this, and you run. And it says success, no rules you turned. That means everything's working like great. So now you have all these tables and you can see everything clearly. So we can create another account again. Let's call it admin. It will be anything, it can be 0. And as of now, the mechanism doesn't really check verified emails, so you can avoid anything you want. Now we should switch over to the login page automatically. Just be sure to remember your passwords. This current version, there is no way to reset your passwords yet. And here we go. We're good. Hello world. So right now, here's the other thing you need to do. I just clicked on a post. I wrote a post, I posted it in the various, can't see it, but huge enable real-time updates, because otherwise you have to refresh every time you want to see any changes. So go to all of these tables, or the tables that you believe need real-time changes, like for now, I know for sure that this one needs a real-time. So each of these tables contains rows of all the widget records. You can go ahead and click on edit row, and you can make the changes from the backend directly. I can just verify this and click on save. And then, see, there's this verification team right here. And by default, it uses the Dice Bear API for automatically generating avatars. So there's several ways to get the avatars down. Let's suppose just scratch something. Yeah, let's grab this one and then put the image link. There are about 2 ways of uploading video files to this right now. You can either copy the image link directly, or if you want, if you have a proper picture stored in your device library, you can just go ahead and upload it. But for example, right now I'm just gonna upload that one. There we go. And the best part is you can also use GIFs, animated GIFs for free. So for now, I'm just going to use something kind of basic. So, let's go with Alan Walker. You can also leave a link to your website if you want. Just directly place it in and it's going to turn it into a link. If you click on this Chinese dragon logo, you can see everything. And if you click here, let you other options that you could find. So the beauty of this is that you can directly upload stuff without having to worry about any sort of censorship or details, and just directly upload it. Let me spot something usable. I just should be looking.
Your light will not prevail here.
No.
Yeah.
Your light will not prevail.
So you can see already that it's working. You can create it on servers. And that's basically it. You can feel free to explore everything on your own time and accordance. For now, this is it. Congratulations, you just made your own social platform without writing a single line of code. Just be sure to note this particular page later. Click on usage. You'll be able to see the current restrictions. They're verified. If you don't really have that many users, you'll be fine. But I'll also get back to you at the end of the video about how I managed to circumvent all these restrictions, and I technically have virtually unlimited space. So until then, stay tuned and stay tough. See you again.